Hello and welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to this video where I'll be sharing my goals for 2026. We'll be planning all of 2026, and I'm also going to be reviewing my goals from 2025 and see which ones I accomplished, which ones I gave up on. I didn't give up on any. I think I gave up on one because it just felt that I wasn't really working towards it. So I was like, this is not going to work out. But I think I'm going to actually try to do it this year because I have been thinking about it nonstop, and I feel like, if it's a thought in my head, it's meant to be out into the world. So I'm gonna actually try to work on it, and I'll share what it is in a second. I have a Notion template that I use that I made, which is a very simple and minimalist goal planning template. I'll leave the link in the description if you like what you see and you want to try it for yourself. But I follow a 12-week year, which is based on the book the 12-week year, where pretty much you condense your goals into more attainable goals, and you just focus on them for 12 weeks. So per quarter, I like to break it down per quarter. I usually set one big goal for the year, and then I just break that goal down so it could be more manageable and attainable, because if I just focus on like that big goal, I give up and then it doesn't happen. So that's what I like to do. So before we jump into my 2026 goals, I'm going to review my goals from 2025 and see how I did. I had 5 big goals for 2025. The first one was to reach 10,000 subscribers on YouTube. Right now, I think I'm halfway there. Well, almost halfway. It's 4,500 subscribers that I have right now, which at the beginning of 2025, I had like 2,000 maybe. So that was a big jump, which was nice. Even though I didn't reach 10,000, I did reach almost half of that. So that was okay. I'm happy with that. So if you're watching, subscribe, and then maybe I could reach 10,000 by the end of this quarter. The next goal that I wanted to focus on last year was to lose 60 pounds. That was also very ambitious, based on like my schedule and just my overall routine in New York City. I lost half of that. I lost 30 pounds, which is still good. So even though it wasn't 60, 30, it's pretty good, because I started at like 218 and I ended the year at 185. So I was really happy with that, because my main goal was to go below the 200-pound mark, and I did. My next goal for 2025, I wanted to run a 10K, and I did. I ran a couple of 5Ks, and then I ran a 10K in the summer, and that was really good. I was really proud of myself because I just ran the whole 10K. I didn't stop to like take a breather or anything. So I was really happy with that. I stopped running after, and that's like one of my goals this year, is to get back to running and just kind of make running part of my normal routine, just my normal workout routine, and just try to run like once or twice a week. But that's gonna happen in the spring because it's really cold right now and I don't want to be running outside. Another one of my goals last year was to learn a new skill. So I was trying to learn Procreate. I learned the basics, but I would love to like just be more fluent in Procreate and do a lot more than just the basic stuff. So I think that's something that I'm going to continue to work on this year. But learning a new skill, I did learn some Procreate, so I'm really proud of that. And then the one goal that I gave up on was to start a business. I always wanted to have like a little shop, like an online store, and I had an Etsy shop, but I was only selling digital products. So last year, I wanted to sell physical products, and I wanted to sell candles. But I think I started like researching the logistics of opening a business, and financially I just couldn't do it because you need a lot of stuff. There's a lot of steps that you need to take, and at that time last year I just didn't feel like I could really do it, so I kind of gave up on that. But it's coming back in my mind, and like I want to actually do it, and maybe not at the beginning of the year I'm not going to like start, but I feel like once I get my own place, I could start learning how to make candles, and because I do have this one specific candle in my head that I want to create and sell, which is a New York candle. I've been doing research on it, and I'm trying to learn how to make them safely at home, with like good ingredients. But right now, I'm in my mother's house and I'm in a whole new setup, so I don't have my own place right now. But once I get my own place, I think I am gonna get back into that goal and try to work on reopen my Etsy shop and sell more than digital products. I do have a shop, but I want to sell things that, you know, that I create. The digital products, I did make them myself, which is why I still have them up. But like all the physical products is stuff that I design on Canva, but I want to make an actual physical product that I could ship, like a candle. They do have candles on fourth wall, but it's not something like I want it to be a good quality candle. Anyways, I say all of that to say hopefully by the end of this year I will have a good shop, an online shop that I could sell my candles in. Anyways, but that was the goal that I gave up on last year. So for this year, we're going to jump into my Notion, and I'm going to share some of the goals that I have that I want to accomplish for this year. So this is my goal tracker. I made it myself. I'm really proud of it. It is a very minimal goal tracker. If you like it, I'll leave the link in the description, and I'll show you how I use it, so you can use it for yourself and you can tackle your own goals for 2026. So this is the first part. I always have like a word for the year. Last year my word was growth, and I felt like I embody that word. I grew a lot. And for this year, my word is alignment, which means living in harmony with your core self, higher power, or universal flow, where your thoughts, actions, and beliefs match your deepest values and purpose, leading to inner peace, clarity, and effortless joy rather than struggle or feeling disconnected. I am currently in a season of change. I left New York City. I moved out of New York City and I now live in New England. So I just want to be in alignment and be in the flow and just be connected to my higher self. Because right now I don't feel connected to anyone at all. So for this year, I want to be in alignment. And if you're in a season of change yourself, please subscribe and let's navigate this season together. So that is my word for 2026, alignment. And for 2026, I have 10 big goals that I would like to focus throughout the year. This year, I'm doing some soft goal planning. I'm not trying to be an overachiever or reach for the stars. I just want to be in the clouds somewhere in the air. I just want to be able to float just survive this year. So I'm going to be a little more realistic with my goals. Being that last year I lost 30 pounds and that was doable for me. This year, instead of losing 60 pounds, I'm going to work on losing 30 pounds, which is last year my goal was to lose 60 and I lost half of that. So this year I will finish that other half and lose 30 pounds for the whole year. And the reason why I want to continue to lose the weight is because I want to be healthy. My family, there's a history of heart disease and diabetes. So I don't want to get either one of those. And I just want to take care of my body, mind and spirit. And when I'm overweight, it's like really hard for me to get around. It affects how I feel about myself. So I think 30 pounds, where I'm at right now, if I lose 30 pounds, I will be in a healthy weight. And that's where I want to be. Being that I am in a season of change, I just moved out of New York City, so I don't have my own place. Eventually, by the end of the year, I would like to have my own apartment. I would also like to explore new places. Being, you know, I'm in New England, so I want to get to know New England a little better. I grew up here in Rhode Island, but I lived here as a child. I went to college and then I moved away. So after moving back, it feels like a whole new place. Like nothing is the same, nothing looks the same. Everything is different, so I feel like I'm in a whole new environment. Even though I lived here when I was a kid, as an adult, it's completely different. So I want to explore Rhode Island a little more. I want to get to know New England a little more. So I wrote down to visit 12 new places. So one place per month. One new little town, or go to a state, have an experience. Whether it be skiing or like hiking. I want to get into hiking, but I'm not gonna make that a goal, but that could be one of my experiences / places to get to, to do this year. So that's why I wrote visit 12 new places / have an experience a month. Okay, I also want to pay off my credit card debt. Before I get my own apartment, I need to get my finances in order. So now that I'm not giving New York City my rent, I can finally save. I want to save some money and pay off my credit card debts, and then, you know, get my own apartment. I think last year, I think I told myself that I wanted to read a book every month, and I only read 3 books. So let's be realistic again this year. Soft goals. I'm not going to aim high, or like, I'm not going to try to read a book per month. Last year, I bought 3 different books that I didn't get to read, and I have them right there. So my goal for 2026 is to read those 3 books. Just read 3 books this year, because I bought them. So that is my reading goal. Just read those 3. I also would like to build a morning routine. Right now, I wake up at 6 in the morning, but I wake up in the morning, and then I set my alarm for another 30 minutes. And then I wake up and I'm just like getting ready to go to work, and I don't have time to do anything or like eat a healthy breakfast or anything. So for this year, I really want to build a morning routine and just, you know, wake up with intention, wake up, meditate, do a light workout, eat breakfast, and not rush out the door. So this year, that is one of the goals that I want to accomplish, is to build a morning routine and stick to it. Another, my next goal is to finish. I wrote a first draft of this script based on a quinceañera. So for this year, I would like to finish that script and have a good draft where I could submit it to festivals or submit it to someone to make it and give me money. So that is one of my goals, my creative goals, is to get back to writing and finish that script and get a hobby. I would like to get a hobby, something that's outside of the box of my world. I do have an idea of something that I want to do, and it's something that I've been trying to do for a while. So I found a place that they have classes, and I'm gonna try to take one in January. And last is become a runner, which is just pretty much make running part of my normal workout regimen every week. And right now I don't really run. I run in the treadmill, but I would like to run outside, because when you run outside, it's completely different than the treadmill. So by the end of the year, I would like to call myself a runner and feel confident being like, yeah, I run every week, twice a week, 3 miles, whatever, how many miles, but just like run outside. And maybe in the fall, I ran a 10K last year, maybe I'll run a half a marathon in the fall, because I am not trying to run in the winter. It is cold outside. Okay, so that is the first part of the template. If you decide to use it, you can list your goals, pick a word for your 2026, and this is just these are widgets that you can change if you like, and this will reset on January 1st. Okay, now this is based on the wheel of life, which is just you rate areas of your life, and that way you can pick your goals based on how you feel on a certain area of your life. Like for my travel, I said it's 1 because I didn't go anywhere last year, and the year before I don't think I went anywhere either. So I wanna see the world, and I want to travel more. So I hope for this year, I'm already going somewhere for my birthday. I decided that I was going to travel. So this, by the end of the year, I hope is higher, but right now it's at 1. Career is at a 5 because I'm content with my job, but obviously I would love for content creation to be my full-time job. I would love to be a writer full-time, and those things are not happening right now at this moment, but eventually I am working towards that. So I hope that by the end of the year this is higher, but right now at least I have a job where I have good benefits and my salary is not terrible, so I'm happy with that. Love, you know, this is, I feel like love, I'm gonna give it a 4. Although I am happy, I love myself, and I have love here, my dog, my family. Romantically, I'm not dating anyone, so and I'm okay with that. If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, I don't care. I don't want to leave my house. In order to meet people, I have to leave my house, and I just don't like to be, I don't know where to meet people. I don't want to meet anyone online. So I'm gonna leave it a 4. If the universe has someone in store for me, he'll find his way to me. Money and finance. Money and finance right now is at a 2 because that's not going well for me right now. I moved out of New York, so now I have no money. I was paying rent even though I moved here. I pay rent for November and December. So January, I'm gonna start rebuilding my savings again because New York City took all of it. So right now that's at a 2. Growth and learning is at a 5. You know, I am constantly trying to grow. I'm constantly trying to learn new things. So I am happy. I am content with that right now. I feel like I could always be learning more. But for now, it's at a 5. It's gonna stay there. Family, I'm happy with my family. I gave it an 8. I guess if I had my own apartment, I would be happier. For right now, I'm happy here. My friends, I'm happy with my friends. However, I am in a new environment right now, and I only have 2 friends here. Yeah, 2 friends that I'm in constant communication with and that I hang out with. I have other friends, but they don't live here. And I don't count. I realize this. I'm not counting Instagram friends because there's people that I know here that I talk to via Instagram, but that doesn't count because we just send memes to each other. They don't like reach out, be like, hey, how was your move? So right now I'm okay, but I would like to meet more people and make new friends now that I'm in New England and Rhode Island. So that's something that I would like to work towards, like building a community here, joining clubs or something where I could meet more people. But for now, I'm happy with my friends. I love my friends. Fitness, right now, I'm gonna give this a 5 because the last 2 months I've been kind of moving. I fully moved last weekend and I kind of stopped working out, so I need to get back to it. But for now, it's at a 5. And if you decide you want to use this template and you want to add like your own area of life, let's say you just click here, new page. Let's say you want to do religion, area in life. If it's not here already, you can write it in. Religion, write it in there. And then level of satisfaction. Let's say you want to be closer to God. We can all get closer to God. I'm gonna say at a 4. And then you can add a cover so you can match the others. You can either look for something here. There's pictures here. I might use one of these actually. You can upload your own if there's one. If there's a link somewhere online, you can grab the link, put it there. Or you can look here on Unsplash. Oh my god, Unsplash. Let's say religion, and all these photos will show up, so you can pick whichever one. But I'm going to use, I'm going to use this. I like this one. And then now you have religion, and that's how you add a new area for your wheel of life. And this is based on the wheel of life. I don't know if I said that already, but that is a worksheet that you do where you rate areas of your life to see like where you're at in life, or how happy you are with whatever areas. That was a terrible explanation, but that's pretty much what it is. And then we go here to the goals. So here are my goals, and this is where you pick your short goals for the first quarter, for the 12 weeks. This right here are for the whole year, and now that's why you have first quarter, second quarter, third quarter. So for the first quarter, these are the goals that I'm going to be focusing on. Lose 8 pounds for 3 months. And it tells you have 93 days to go to lose your 8 pounds. I want to pay off 3 of my credit cards. Same thing. They're all due on March 31st. Read The Apartment. So one of the books that I bought last year that I didn't read is this novel, The Apartment by Ana Menendez. So this is the book that I'm gonna read in the first quarter of the year. I just want to finish it. It's only 220 pages. So that is my goal, my reading goal. And then write a second draft of my script. I already wrote a first draft of my feature. So now I just want to focus on workshopping. I received notes from 2 of my friends who read it. So I'm going to be going over the notes and just rewriting and kind of writing it over. And if you want to add a goal, all you do is create a new page. This will show up. And let's say, you know what, hold on, let me pick. Okay, this is just an example. Okay, let's start over. Let's say one of my goals is to get 10,000 subscribers on YouTube. Okay, we're gonna click new goal, change this, get 10K subscribers. Area of your life that is professional, and you can add an area there if you want. And then all you do is you add the due date, which is March. Let's say by March 31st, I want to get 10,000 subscribers. You leave this. So this is a formula. So once you enter the date, this will show up. This will tell you how many dates you have left to accomplish that goal. And you can change the date too if it's not set in stone. But this is just if you want to get it done in 12 weeks. That is the 12 weeks. And this you leave empty. Yeah, this is also a formula, and that is based on the task that you're doing. So after you get your 10,000 subscribers, you can come here, and these are the tasks that you need to do to work towards that goal each week for 12 weeks. So it will only go to 10 weeks, and to change that, all you have to do is come here, and then the group, go to weeks, and 11, change this, show group and show group. And now you have your 12 weeks. So for week 1, new page, you're going to upload, you know what, let's say write down 5 video ideas, and you're gonna do this 1 time. And the due date for this, let's say today is the 28th. If we start on the 28th, it'll be week 1, so the next week it'll be that. And then let's say you upload, out of, you wrote down 5, you're going to make, and this is just an example just to give you an idea of how this template works. You're going to make script 2 videos, and then we're gonna do that, you know, let's do that 2 times, and this is also gonna be doing on the 4th. And then you're going to upload, what happened? Upload 2 videos. You know what, let's, so I can show it. Let's say upload 3 videos. Oh my god, not 23. 3 videos, 3 times. Also do on the 4th. Okay, so now you have, and you can keep going if you want, or you can just do it once a week. So let's say you got your thing, exit there. So now, oh wait, let's change. See, if you don't get a cover, it will look like this. So we're going to change the cover, and we're gonna go on Unsplash YouTube. There we go. And now you have your 10,000 subscribers. And all of these, so all of these have tasks that I'll be doing each week for each goal. And all of those tasks are written here. I have to change this. I'll do that later. All of the tasks are written here for week 1. This is all I have to do week 1 for every single one of my goals. So let's say these three times. So let's say you need to upload 3 videos. You uploaded 1 on Monday, you uploaded 1 on Wednesday, 1 on Friday. It shows you the progress 100%, and then you can just hit complete and it will disappear because it is done. And the same thing with 2. Let's say you did script 2 videos, you did 1 on Wednesday, 1 on Thursday. It is complete. You can check complete and it is done. And then write down 5 video ideas. You did it once on Saturday. It is done. It is complete. And all of your completed tasks will go in the completed tasks, which is, so this is all my things from this year that I've done, which I need to delete actually. But that's how the template works. And now you can see here, it says it is 100% done, but that is because we didn't add more tasks for the rest of the week. If we added more tasks for like the rest of the 12 weeks, the percentage will change. Well, let me delete this because this is not one of my goals. The thing I like about my little template is that once a goal is completed, you can go to your completed goal, and these are all the goals that I did last year. So at the end of the year, I felt like I didn't do anything and I completely forgot about my goals. So I came back here when I was working on my new goals, and I went to the completed goals and I was like, oh my god, I did a lot. I ran a 10K, I ran a 5K, I paid off some credit cards, I lost weight, I hit my 3,000 subscriber goals. I'm not making 7,000, I wish, but it's close, but it's not 7,000. But it's nice to see all the things that I did, and this is all the tasks. These are all the completed tasks that I did, everything that I did last year. So when, you know, I feel down on myself because I feel like I didn't do much, I can be like, oh, actually I did do a lot. So that is my template that I made, and these are my goals that I'm going to focus on for the first quarter of the year. Nice and achievable goals. I'm gonna lose my 8 pounds, pay off my 3 credit cards, and read my book and finish it and write my second draft. And I'm actually gonna work, actually that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna work on my morning routine. But this is my template. If you want to use it yourself, I do have it. I'll leave the link. It's right here. Oh, you can't even. it's the same template. So once, if you do decide to use it, you can just delete these things right here. It says no access. I think it was when I was fixing it, it was like a goal that I deleted. So you just have to delete this. This is nothing. But yes, that is the template. Let me stop recording. So those are my goals for 2026. For the whole year and for the first 12 weeks, the first quarter of the year, I'm just going to try to recharge, refocus, get my life in order in Rhode Island, read my book, and pay off my credit cards. That is my main goal, is to get my finances in order and get back to my working out, because I stopped working out the last month and a half. I stopped going to the gym and I gained like 6 pounds. So anyways, oh my god, this thing is 40 minutes now. I'm gonna end it here. Thank you so much for watching. Comment below and share your goals. If you're in a season of change like I am, subscribe so we could navigate this season together. Comment below, tell me, what are you doing? What's changing in your life? And what are some of your goals for 2026? Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great day or night wherever you are in the world, and I'll see you next week on my next video. Bye.